Okay, so let's go over these problems that y'all didn't do so hot on. The first question says a triangle with all equal angles. Well, the answer has to be a triangle. So one thing you're going to want to do is go back and look at your review and see what are my options for triangles. So your options for triangles are equilateral, isosceles, scalene, acute, obtuse, and right. Well, the question said all equal angles. So when you come back and look at it, talking about their angles, okay, which also talks about their sides, all congruent angles, it's going to be an equilateral triangle. So you'll pull from your thing, equilateral triangle. An angle that measures greater than 90 but less than 180. So the answer is an angle, not a triangle, but an angle. So looking over here, an angle, our angle's at the top, greater than 90, less than 180. That is an obtuse. So here, go to obtuse, not triangle, but obtuse angle. That was a mistake a lot of people made. When it talks about angles, you want angles. When it talks about triangles, you want triangles. How many degrees would be in the third angle of a triangle that has the angles of 50 degrees and 60 degrees? This was a lot of confusion for people. A lot of people add them and said 110 degrees, but it's asking for the third angle in a triangle. If you look at your review sheet, a lot of people miss the part that says the triangle sum theorem. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. So if you know that you have two that are 50 and 60 and you add them together and get 110, 110 from 180 would be 70 degrees. You had to do some subtraction there. The next question. What type of triangle has one obtuse and two acute? So again, we're looking for a triangle. A triangle that has one obtuse angle. The other two have to be acute because that's all it could be. You couldn't have right angles and obtuse. So it's going to be an obtuse, but make sure you do obtuse triangle, not angle. What type of triangle has no congruent sides? Okay, you can go back to your review sheet. No sides are congruent, scalene. So all of your answers were on your review sheet. You just had to read it. The sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Well, that's a true statement. A lot of people wanted to pick true, but that's not an option. We already saw that's called the triangle sum theorem. An angle measuring exactly 180 degrees. So if we go back to our review sheet, a straight angle equals exactly 180 degrees. So we go to straight angle. A triangle with one right and two acute angles. Well, the answer has to be a triangle, not an angle. A lot of people put right angle, but it is a right triangle. A triangle with exactly two congruent angles and sides. A lot of people weren't sure about that one. So go to your triangle, two congruent sides. And when it talks about the angles, the sides and angles work together. So isosceles triangle. And the last one, an angle measuring exactly 90 degrees. Well, you all know this one is a right angle, but some people chose right triangle. So be careful with your selections. All right, let's try the second one. Go for it.